Do you work, Mr. Pascal?
No, I'm a student at Sinclair right now.
Okay, so you're a student Monday through Friday. So I was trying to think. So if we could work it out where maybe I'm trying to get a couple of options for next week. Would you prefer to have your children visit with you like an overnight during the week, or would you rather have them like Friday to Saturday, Friday to Sunday, or something like that? If we could work it out.
Yeah, probably something like Friday to Sunday.
Okay, and so like maybe a Friday, if we could have them to you by noon on Friday,
Yeah.
and then you could meet me or somebody somewhere on Sunday, and you could return them to us around the same time. Is that something we could look at, or would you want it more like a Friday to a Saturday to start off?
That right there was fine.
Friday at noon
Yes.
to Sunday at noon.
Yes.
Do you think there's anything that, to your knowledge, because I've not talked to Miss Woods at all, that would interfere with that? Do you think there's a daycare center? You may know that. Are they in any type of school or any type of camp? Do you know any of that?
I've had no contact with them. I have no knowledge of that. That was one of my concerns. I wanted to know if my daughter had made her dentist appointment that she had. She had a dentist appointment like the actual week that I had to return the kids back.
Did they know? Did anybody know that?
They didn't ask that question.
But no, they didn't know, so more than likely she didn't have it. If nobody asked it,
Well, when I got the kids, I took them straight to the dentist and I took them to the doctor and got everything updated.
So now they have, and we just need to know now whether or not they are following up with the two doctors, the doctor and the dentist that you had, because that way they might have got a notice that it was canceled, but then they might have sent that notice to you. So I'm not sure. But Mr. Johnson had all that information from you. He knew the name of the dentist. He knew the name of the regular physician. So
No, he didn't. He never asked me any of that.
Miss Roffers did either, because that would have been something that the intake person would have had on her form.
The kids wasn't even in daycare when I got the kids on intake. So we can discuss that point later. But be glad to try the Friday through Sunday. I appreciate that.
Okay, and this number that I was given is a good number that I can always get you at, the number I called you at?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then I'll tell you, Mr. Pascal, I'm going to give you my commitment that I'm going to try my best. I know Mr. Smith is on vacation, but I'm going to try my best to get back with you. Well, I'm definitely going to get back with you, but I'm going to try to figure out something where at least next week, hopefully by Friday, you can have your children for a nice weekend visit. And if mother has some kind of conflict with that because she's got some plans, at least an overnight. Now, during the week, when you go to your classes at Sinclair, is there, how often do you go? Like, if it needed to be during the week instead of on the weekend, what days during the week work best for you if you wanted to have the kids for an overnight or a couple of days?
That'd be real hard to do because I'm going to take a weekend class coming up. I'm going to take a Saturday class, and with my classes during the week, that'd be kind of tough to do during the week.
But then if you're going to take a Saturday class, it would be hard for you to have them Friday to Sunday as well.
No, that's only 2 hours or 2.5 hours.
And then you could probably let them go to your mom's or something?
Yeah.
So you'd have somebody to help you in case it was. But during the
she
week,
misses them too. Yeah, she misses the kids too. Because she used to come pick the kids up from the visits.
Okay. But during the week, what days do you go to class?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So you go Tuesdays and Thursdays, so...
Yes. Wednesday would be a possibility.
So like a Thursday and a Friday would be a possibility then?
Yes.
Thursday and a Friday, or either Friday through Sunday. Because I'm going to give a couple options. I'm not going to let her think either I'm just trying to... Because then she'll think I'm just trying to do whatever you want. So I'm going to give her a couple of options because I don't want anybody thinking that we're trying to do what the adults want. Because to be honest, I think what I'm doing, trying to work out, is because I want something. Because I know these children have to be like totally confused because your children aren't really that old. So I'm sure they're very confused on why because you and her don't get along. They probably, I'm sure they sent some of that, but it still shouldn't mean that because you two don't like each other that they, that y'all don't get to have the kids. Because, that the kids don't get to see both their mama and daddy. So I'm going to try to work out something, and I will start working on this first thing Monday morning. I may even try to call Miss Brittany. That's her first name? Miss Wood. That's all I know is her last name.
Yes.
But Brittany today to see if I can have her to start thinking about what would work for her. But I don't think every weekend is a good thing because I don't want you to feel like then that you're a babysitter on the weekend.
Because there was.
Tell you what, I'm going to go over here and talk to Mr. Smith and have him to get in touch with Miss Oglesby so she can call you to confirm, okay?
Okay, but not only that, you took yourself out of the loop.
Out of being the communication for the plan because Mr. Smith was back. He was on vacation and that's why I got involved in it while he was away. But now that he's back, him and that's his responsibility to make sure that things flow. So I'm not doing it now like I did that. Those 2 weekends that I tried to do it was when he was on vacation.
Okay, well, there's another concern. I know how kids do and how kids talk and stuff like this, but Cherish is 4 years old and I think she knows what she's talking about. She's telling me that she doesn't want to go back over there. I know she has to go back over there, but she's telling me she does not want to go back over there. And she says her mother had been hitting her and smacking her and socking her and stuff. I could not prompt a child to say that kind of stuff. And I've been hearing the same kind of stuff from people that know her.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
I have my daughter on videotape 2 different times doing it, and you could tell, you could see her move going from one extreme to the next. Now, because she's...
your daughter on this weekend, that's what you did this weekend?
No, ma'am, I just did that this morning because I knew that she was going to act that way when it was time for her to go home because she did that in front of Miss Bibb because Cherish did not even know she was going back home. She did not know she was going back home until we met over at Church's, and that's when she busted out. I thought that was because it was a surprise to her. But this time, I had the camera rolling on the side where she couldn't see it, and I got the same response, but I let her go on, and she said some stuff. Ain't no way nobody could coach that. So I feel like you're trying to say that I was tape recording my daughter all weekend. If I did want to tape record my daughter all weekend, what would be the matter with that? People do that all the time.
I don't know why you're putting words in my mouth. I simply asked you if that's what you did this weekend because you were telling me you had her on tape. If
Right.
you have some concerns that you want to bring to the attention of our intake department, that's what you need to do. You can call in another referral about your concerns because I can't do anything about what you're saying. But if you have some concerns, that would go through our intake department that you think that's happening. But I will go over here and have Mr. Smith to contact Miss Oglesby to make sure that the 12 o'clock pickup is at the correct Church's chicken, so there won't be a problem with that, okay?
Sure.
Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Grant, sorry to be late. Calling about the visitation. We have it set up for tomorrow. Val Oglesby's going to pick him up, bring him to Church's, and she'll come back at 5 o'clock at the Church's and pick him up, take him back to mom.
Oh, so I'm going to only get to see them from 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's the agreement that Father made. Now, here's what I want to say to you, sir. If we can, I know you had some problems last week with the visits, and I talked
No,
about
I didn't have a visit last week.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. There was a problem with it. If there's a problem like that tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to do a filing in court to schedule your visitation.
Okay.
Okay? So that's where we're going to go with this at this point. She's, we have some problems with it tomorrow like we had last week. We'll just do a filing in court because, and I'm not sure because I never saw the court order. Does it say anything on there about standard order of visitation? Do you know?
It says I was allowed to have visitation, but the visitation was based on Mr. Johnson's recommendation that me and the mother work together to, work on the visits, but I still had problems with her. I had police records that I brought up to the agency to let them know that mother was calling me with harassing phone calls, and me and her still can't even get along. And I'm just like, ain't no way me and her could work on that. I can, but she's not gonna change.
Okay, well at this point, like I said, we have some problems tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and file. Mr. Johnson, I've already talked about it. So if it happens like that tomorrow, first thing Monday morning, I have to go and do a filing.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Well, I'm
in the process of amending your case plan as we speak.
Okay.
So it'll be done like you want done. And like I said, we have some problems with the visitation. We're just going to go ahead and file for you.
Okay. All right. I'll be waiting on you guys' call tomorrow, or should I call you?
Well, like I say, just be at the churches at 9.
Okay.
The church is checking, and Miss
Okay.
will get them there, and then she'll come back at 5.
All right.
If there's a problem, just give me a call. She doesn't, she'll give me a call. Let me know that too.
Okay, if I need both of the car seats, would that be a problem? Because I have one, but it's usually confusing for me to say that I got one because they might.
No. It's because Miss Oglesby will have one, so if need be, she can let you use hers.
Yeah, I need two.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if I. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Have a good day.
Give me a call.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. I couldn't get in touch with you, and so I left because I'm tired of sitting places looking suspect. I done woke up this morning, I'm out early, I've been to 2 places. Something's gonna have to be done about this. My mother done called me cussing me out because of this, and she's but hold on, but I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying as long as I keep going along with this stuff, this is going to continue to happen. How's she gonna make something right? This is still happening. This visit needs to be canceled. I'm being told that I can only see my kids from 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden I get to keep them for the weekend. Right, but I'm saying I'm not prepared for that. That's not right for people to be telling me one thing, then turn around, just changing up, yanking me all over the place. That's why my mother is cussing me out, because I'm up here, I'm being taken advantage of. Well, once again, who's trying to save face for who here? I was up. I've been where I was supposed to be. Something needs to. What's up? Now I'm wrong. Well, they're not answering the phone. I'd appreciate if they would call me. Yeah, you can take them back, because I need to speak with the supervisors, because they said if there was a problem, they were going to do something about this. It is a problem. It is a problem. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. This is what people are not understanding. What's not being understood here is I was told one thing, then I was told another thing, then I was told another thing, then now I'm being told something else altogether. I mean, when is everybody going to understand what's going on here?
That's okay. But what I'm saying to you is and when I went in there and talked to her, she said that they can spend a night because they didn't get to go last weekend. Last weekend they were supposed to come to you, and I was supposed to pick them back on Monday morning. So if I went in there and took things trying to make things right.
Well, what I'm saying is, whose idea was it to say that I was only going to get them from 9 to 5?
I don't know who said that. They told me that if you want them from 9 to 5, that's fine.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying, and then I'm being told.
She has the right to let you. You have the right. She has the right. She can say, hey, he can have them, as long as he wants. For real.
Yeah, I know she got the. Hold on.
If y'all on better times, y'all probably can work it out together. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. And see, I'm listening to you, but I'm gonna address that right there. If is a huge word. It's not my problem that we can't work anything out. That's the reason why we had visitation at Children's Service the first time. And she had her visits terminated because of her behavior that Mr. Johnson refused to document. Now, that's why we're continuing to get this same kind of behavior, because no one is going to do anything. That's why my mother is mad at me, because I'm being an enabler here by doing this. Something needs to be done about Miss Woods, period.
Okay.
You know, these kids are being on a roller coaster. You know, it's ridiculous. I'm being told I'm only allowed to see the kids from 9 to 5. Then all of a sudden, now, how would you feel if somebody? Hold on. I didn't finish. Let me ask you this. So, if you're under the you're thinking that you're going to get the kids only from 9 to 5. Then all of a sudden, somebody calls you and tells you on that day late at that, when I'm supposed to be visiting, already having the kids, then all of a sudden somebody tells me you get to keep them the whole weekend. I mean, how would you feel? How would you feel about that?
You know what? I would feel, you know what? It would make, for real, my honest opinion, I'd be like, good, I get to keep my kids. That's what I would say.
Oh, okay, honestly. I mean, seriously, we grown now. We're grown.
Last weekend, you didn't get to keep them, so I talked to her, because I was the one that was supposed to pick them up last weekend. I was like, you know what? You got a father that want to be in your kid's life. I went in there and talked to her, and she said, okay. I went in there and talked to her. I'm real. I don't play games. I'm straight to the point, and I'm real about things. I said, you got a dad that want to be in your kid's life. At least let him be a father to his kids. You ain't got to be involved with him, but let him be a father. And that's what I went in there and talked to her about. I said, he missed his week. I felt bad last weekend because you didn't get your visit. So I said, why don't you let him keep them, the weekend, because he didn't get them. She said, okay. And you know what? She immediately said, okay, you're right. And she let me, that's why I called you and asked you, if you want me to meet you, you keep them till 5 o'clock, I'll pick them back up at 5. That's no problem. But your kids are waiting to see you, and I have them in the car. I'm on Broadway. I'll meet you, and I'll pick them back up at 5 o'clock. If you don't want to keep them the weekend, it's your choice now.
Well, this is, okay, yeah, I got a choice, but this is what I'm saying. Something is going to have to be done about this, because, I mean, right, but what would you, right, I didn't, hold on, did I say the kids had something to do with it?
Okay.
No, I'm going to ask you, did I say that? Did I say the kids had something to do? I'm talking to you as an adult. Did I say that? Did I say the kids had something to do with it? Right. Now, who am I complaining about then? I'm complaining about Miss Woods, right?
Right.
Okay, and I'm ready for somebody else to complain about Miss Woods, because this is continuing to happen. What would you do what would happen to you if you continued to show up to work late?
I probably would get brought up and lose my job.
Correct. Now, what's going to happen to her for continuing to be doing this?
You know what? Have you went to court for your visitation piece?
Well, this is the whole reason why we're doing these visits like this, because when we went to court, Mr. Johnson, the caseworker, got in court and lied. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and that's why my kids are with Miss Woods in the first place. The man lied and said I did not have an income when he know I do. The man lied and said that I was not letting the mother visit with the children when we got proof at Children's Services, and I know good and well they do not want to break out the cameras, because there was a visit where my daughter, they didn't even know where my daughter was, and she was in the car strapped in her car seat with me and my father. And they was out running around looking for her and didn't even know where she was. So, we can take this to the stage, because I'm getting tired of this treatment by this agency. No one is doing anything, and then they're basing 5 minutes. They're saying, oh, you were late to court 5 minutes, Mr. Pascal. That's why they gave custody. No, they didn't. They gave custody back to her because Mr. Johnson lied. I've sat in court an hour waiting for the mothers to get to court, but then I'm 5 minutes late to court, and I'm the one with the kids dropping them off at daycare. They didn't give a damn what was happening and why I was late. I still have daycare, the privileges to take the kids to daycare, but look who they're living with, and they're still not in daycare. So this whole thing is messed up because of what Mr. Johnson did, and everybody's trying to straighten up his mistake. But what's going to happen is I'm going to leap another couple of steps above some people's heads, because I still don't like what's happening, and Mr. Johnson still has a job. I'm not done with on the line. He put his job on the line for somebody that is not going to rise to the occasion. She is going to blow it for that man. He's going to lose his job. I put that on my life. That man is going to lose his job. I mean that. I'm not going to stop until he loses his job. You don't go to court and lie after Faird told you what to change up on the case plan and you don't do it. And now I'm still going through all of this mess. And these kids are not being educated properly or raised properly.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I understand your frustration and I understand everything that you're saying. I have your kids in the car and you're on Broadway, so if you want to see them till 5 o'clock, I will bring them to you. I'll meet you wherever you're at and bring your kids to you. I'm just doing what I need to do as a person to make it right. I can't change whatever Miss Woods is like. I can't change whatever Steve Johnson is like. My name is Valerie Oglesby. I haven't really come to you. So I am saying that I have your kids and I'll bring them to you. If you want to keep them till 5 o'clock, that's fine. I'll pick them back up at private churches and we'll call it a Sunday. If not, you have the option to keep them until Monday if you choose to. And if you don't want to keep them till Monday, all you got to do is call me and say, Giselle, come meet me at churches and I'll come get them. But you do, I have your kids in the car and I'm already right here in Broadway.
Okay.
So they already know they were coming to see you, so I'll bring them to you. Wherever you're at, I'll bring them.
Okay, because is this a fact? Because I don't want to be coming over there sitting
I'm
around.
right here. I got you both of them in the car. Jared and Sophia. We're in the car with me. I'm sitting right here down the street of churches, right here.
Do you know where the Church's Chicken is on 3rd Street?
Yes.
I'll be at that Church's.
I'm on my way.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? What?
The kids will be here at the agency at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Why so late?
Right in that general area. That's what time she said she wanted us to pick them up. At 2 o'clock.
Man, I done see. Now I done made other.
Mr. Pascal, now you get an extra day now. Remember that now. It's not going to be Monday. It's going to be Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. And remember, you need to bring car seats, and they'll be here at the agency somewhere around 2. Won't be exactly 2, but it'll be closer to.
So before 2 or after 2?
Just come right around 2. You can come after 2 if you want. Just a little after 2. Maybe like 5 after. Give her a chance to get there and get them, because I'm not sure where Miss Woods is living at now. So, but she'll get them here.
Okay, and she doesn't have car seats for the kids?
No.
Miss Woods doesn't have car seats for the kids?
No, I don't know about Miss Woods. I can't say that. I just know that we need our car seats because we have some other kids we have to transport.
Right, so what I'm saying is she's got the kids and they don't have car seats because y'all as the agency know that I wouldn't keep the car seats or nothing stupid like that. I mean, if they got car seats, I would more than likely need the car seats because I don't have the kids.
Well, I can't speak to that, sir. I don't know what she has, and I don't know if she'd even be willing to let us use them that way.
All right, man.
Okay.
Yeah.